Hello again, and welcome to the Prince Magnum channel, where hot rodding and romance do coexist. I'm your host, Prince Magnum, and this is another installment of Do-It-Yourself Budget Hot Rodding. Here on Do-It-Yourself Budget Hot Rodding, we take a lot of pride in the vehicles that we have on the channel. Project Lena, a 2003 Pontiac Grand Am GT, and Project Spirit, a 1975 Ford Maverick. Both vehicles very easy to customize and very unique in their own personal ways. In this video, we're going to talk about how both vehicles are now ready to do car shows, despite the fact that there isn't going to be any more car shows for the rest of the year. However, that hasn't stopped the work that's going to go on, because by this next year, 2018, both cars will be coming to car shows wherever possible, doing what they do best, and hopefully that is bringing home trophies and inspiring all of you within the Maverick Nation and those of you who are just happen to be passing through on building your own custom cars. Stick around as we take a closer look at what has happened with both vehicles. After 14 years, Project Lena needed a little bit of TLC, so we took her over to see our friends at Bonterra Auto Parts, and they were able to install a brand new oxygen sensor and a harmonic balancer. Let's talk about what was going on and why she needed these parts. The O2 sensor, number 2 to be exact, the one that's attached to the exhaust pipe, well, after all this time, doggone it, kept setting off check engine lights and was causing Project Lena to use a whole lot more gas than she really should. So, we took her over to see our friends, and they were able to easily install a brand new one, and they were able to clear any codes that would cause check engine lights. Now, Project Lena uses a whole lot less more fuel than she did before. Now, to my surprise, when they took a good close look at Project Lena's engine, she was letting off this horrible squeaking noise, which told them they needed to take a look at that harmonic balancer. Now, why would they need to do that? In the old days, we didn't need to worry about that. They never wore out. Well, that's because in later years, car companies started making them a two-piece design. So, after some time, you have to replace them. If you don't replace them, well, guess what? If that harmonic balancer goes, it could knock out the entire front of your engine if you're not careful. So, Project Lena no longer squeaks as she once did. Now, when she cruises down the highway, people pay attention to her not for a squeaky engine, but for that amazing paint job that Princess Faye and I put on her not too long ago. Thank you so much to our friends at Bonterra Auto Parts. Okay, folks, let's talk about Project Spirit. For Project Spirit to hit the road, all that we had wrong with her was her carburetor leaked gas. That was it. That was all that kept her from hitting the road. So I was given a couple of options. One, I could take Project Spirit all the way up to South Grand in St. Louis to a place called Carbco, or I could take them to our friends at Bonterra Auto Parts. Initially, I wanted to take her to Carbco, but we didn't have the money to do it this time. So, thankfully, our friends at Bonterra Auto Parts had gotten their very own carburetor guru, and he was able to do amazing work at getting Project Spirit's carburetor to stop leaking and get her idle pretty close to how we like her to sound. So, again, our friends at Bonterra Auto Parts stepped up and did it at a price that was actually more than reasonable because nowadays most people don't understand carburetors. Thankfully, they still have people that do, and amazingly enough, Project Spirit has now been on the road doing what she does best. As this video has, as I'm actually coming close to finishing editing this video, Project Spirit's been on the road for a week. And she's doing an amazing job. I'm enjoying her, and everybody else is enjoying her. So Project Spirit is back as officially as of this video. So that's where we're at. So we're going to talk a little bit more what's coming up next, and then we'll end it as usual. See you all in a moment. Well, there you have it, folks. Both cars back up to snuff, doing what they do best. Let's talk a little bit about, in closing, about Project Lena. Since our friends at Bonterra Auto Parts did their amazing work, Project Lena runs smoother. Princess Faye is very happy with her. She just glides wonderfully down the highway, and she feels very happy about the build thus far. Project Spirit, you know, for me, it's kind of up to me to get her idle just right, because what's coming next with Project Spirit? Oh, you all will have to wait for the next video about Project Spirit. We're going to talk more about what's going on and about how she's getting back into the public eye. A lot of you out there really missed her, and I'm glad that all of you are happy to see her again doing what she does best, and that's getting you from point A to point B in style. So there you have it. Both cars on the road doing what they do best. Unfortunately, car show season is pretty well over, so come spring in 2018, all of you will get to see both Project Spirit and Project Lena out there greeting all of you, and I couldn't enjoy that more because really, honestly and truthfully, making videos is fun, but seeing all of you is even more fun than that. Here in just a moment, you all will see footage of Project Spirit taking me to work for the very first time in 6 months. 6 months. And of course, there's another video coming out, a very special one. I'm not going to say any more other than that, except that it took 3 other people who I work with to make it. So we'll just leave it at that, and I look forward to that video. From here, we're going to go ahead and end it as usual. If you like this video, be sure to hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the Prince Magnum channel, you might want to do so because there's a little something on here for everybody. As usual, get out there and work on a project. I don't care what it is, just do something with yourself. If you have a sweetheart, sweep them off their feet. And as always, for every last one of you out there, if no one out there has told any of you that they love you, Prince Magnum does. God bless you, and have a happy 24. Thank you.
Good night, ladies.